Hey there, it's Alexandra Loves. How are you? I'm here to help you create the life you want by being exactly who you are. I also happen to be a love attraction coach, and I help people with their intuition. I help women get into that juicy place where they can create whatever they want in their love life, in their career, with their prosperity. That's what I'm here for. And hey, if you're just finding this video and you haven't made it to my free support group on Facebook, please make your way over there. It's called Woke Woman Cultivation. That's Woke Woman Cultivation. We'd love to have you. Today in this video, we're talking about worthiness. Oh my gosh. I talk to a lot of people who have a hard time making a list of 3 things that makes them feel deserving or worthy. It's a worthy subject to be talking about today, as we're in this amazing time in the beginning of 2018 of when this video was made, where there's this rise of the feminine. If you made it to this video, then you have noticed that there are powerful women everywhere, and we're on the rise, and it's time to create a place where women can have the life they want by being exactly who they are, with no apologies, with no filters, just you. So I hope you enjoy this video. So we're talking about worthiness today. And what I want to say, I first want to start with a baseline of just the definition of worthiness. I think that's a great place to start, because we are educated to think in linear thought. So I'm going to start with a linear thought, and then I'm going to blow this up a little bit energetically for you, so that hopefully my intention is to sort of invite your higher self to understand this energy of worthiness, because I really do look at it as an energy rather than like this metal to attain this definition. And I want to try to invite you into creating that, wielding that for yourself, so that you can feel it every single day. So close your eyes or look at me, whichever one is better for you, and take a deep breath and hang out with me for a minute. Okay, so worthy. Here's the definition. Deserving effort, attention, or respect. Okay, here's another definition. Having or showing the qualities or abilities that merit recognition in a specified way. Also, good enough. Suitable. All right. So let me just break down something about this universe for you. Because one thing that happens a lot with my clientele, and also in our group, Woke Woman Cultivation, that's my free group. If you're just coming into this video on Facebook, please do join us. One thing that comes up a lot when I'm talking to women is when I'm asking them, when they've gotten to that point where they want to take the leap. And by the leap, what I mean is when you're up leveling, when you're deciding to make a big decision that disrupts everything that you know up into that point, which sometimes can be scary. Sometimes it's taking a leap, sometimes it's taking a trust fall into the universe. And believe me, it's a skill you want. If you want something big, you want that skill to take leaps. But friends, a cornerstone of that is to feel worthy. So oftentimes when I'm working with women and it's getting to that point where it's time for them to take a big leap, oftentimes what happens is there's this resistance of like, I know I want it. I know intellectually that I deserve it. I've worked for it. I've, blood, sweat, and tears. I created this. I'm a person on this planet, but they don't feel it. They're not feeling it inside. That's why I keep talking about, when I talk about worthiness, I talk about it being an energy, a feeling that's within you. Okay. So intellectually we understand it, but we don't understand it here in our hearts and our souls. And to me, the way I look at this stuff that's going inside, the intuition, the emotion, the heart and the soul, this higher you that's just housed in this vessel of your body. Okay, when I think about that, I look at it as vibrations and energetic patterns, and that's what I want to invite you into today. So think about this. When you think about deserving effort, attention, or respect, I want you to think about, let's just take effort, for example. When you get out of bed in the morning, that's an effort, right? For some of us, it's a big effort. Believe me, I did not get to where I am right now because everything was easy. Okay. I got to where I am now because there was a lot of times in my life where getting out of bed was a big effort. I mean, we're talking about sometimes 2 hours to get out of bed in the morning just because of what was going on in my mind and what was going on in my life. So I totally understand, and don't be down on yourself if the effort for you to get out of bed is not the same as the effort as her to get out of bed, okay? Everyone is accepted here, okay? So let's talk about deserving effort, okay? That energy that's within you that helps you push the one foot over the side of the bed. And if you can get that 1 foot over and you couldn't before, you're tapping into the energy of worthiness. Because ultimately, you're here to grow and expand and live your life and have joy, and to make connections, and to enjoy prosperity, and to create big things, and to have great loverships, and to have wonderful families, whatever it is for you. So if you have the resistance when you get up in the morning of getting out of bed, but you know in your mind that it would be good to get out of bed, that I should get out of bed, yet you're bogged down by the anxiety, the depression, the overwhelm, right? The effort that it took you to move that foot over the side of the bed, and then your knee, and then the other foot, and then your knee. Every single time that you do this, you're building on worthiness, the feeling of worthiness. Because if you didn't have the feeling of worthiness or deserving, you wouldn't be able to get out of bed at all. So the getting out of bed is a leap for some of us. It is. It might not be to the high-performing person who gets up at 5 o'clock in the morning, doing their job, feeding their kids and all of that. But for some of us, for them, the leap might be starting the new business tomorrow, right? But for some of us, the leap is, I got to get out of my bed before I'm here for 3 hours. Okay? So, what lives inside you that helps you make that effort? Remember, the definition of worthiness that most of us agree upon is deserving effort, attention, or respect. So, the feeling of what happens when you throw your foot over the side of that bed, that is an act of worthiness. I am worthy of taking this next step. So my invitation to you is that when you feel that resistance, okay, in the example of, I can't get out of this bed, I'm here for 2 hours, but I know I got to get out of this bed. It's hard for me. I'm overwhelmed, whatever it is. When you put 1 foot over the side of the bed, celebrate it and say, I'm worthy. And then when you get your knees over the bed, I am worthy. Celebrate it. When you do that, you are opening up this vortex within you that starts to understand the baby steps of what it feels like to be worthy, of what it feels like to deserve the effort to get yourself to the next place. Does this make sense? Let me know in the comments if you're feeling this. Okay? And we all have our different challenges, right? There are some things. How many times have you had that experience of seeing something that looks like a mountain to you? Like, how am I going to make that happen? Right? The only thing that you could do to make it happen was not to jump to the top of the mountain. No, it was to take a little step, no matter how hard or how steep that step was. It was to just like, okay, I got to this one place. And you might fall and tumble and have to come back. But that part of you that helps you take that first step, even if it's something that's daunting and scares you, is overwhelming, that part of you that gets you there, that is the feeling of worthiness. And you are deserving of it. There's not a single person on this earth that's not worthy of feeling worthy. And it is the cornerstone in creating what it is that you want to create in this life. So next time you have anything that requires a lot of effort for you, take just one tiny step. Just one, even if you don't get all the way to the thing that it is or create the thing that it is, just take one tiny step and let it be okay that you take that one tiny step. And when you get there, that one tiny step, celebrate it like, yes, I got both feet on my ground trying to get out of my bed in 10 minutes rather than staying here for 2 hours not moving at all. Celebrate it, and you're inviting in the feeling of worthiness. Okay, I hope that was helpful to you. I love hearing from everybody who's watching my videos. Again, join us in Woke Woman. And if you're seeing this in January of 2018, group coaching does start in like maybe a couple weeks from now. So if you do want to ask about that, go ahead and check out the link below. The group coaching program this year is called Woke Woman 101. I know it's very close to the name of my free group. My free group is Woke Woman Cultivation. That's on Facebook. My group coaching, private coaching, where I get to work closely with you, is Woke Woman 101. So there's a link for both of those things down in the comments of this box. I'm so glad you joined me today. And hey, I'm here to help you create the life you want by being exactly who you are. You are so worthy.